It's a quick video today to show a game that was released last week on Steam. It's called Earthion. It's from Yuzo Koshiro's studio of Streets of Rage fame back in the day. So it's targeted for the Mega Drive hardware. It's running in an emulator on Steam. The ROM is included in the Steam release, but it's encrypted. I have seen some people on YouTube have managed to decrypt it already and are running it outside of Steam, but I'd encourage you to buy it if you're interested, because we need to support the studio and we'll get more games like this. So it's a side-scrolling shoot 'em up. As I say, it's targeted for Mega Drive hardware, so everything you see here will run on a real Mega Drive. So really looking forward to actually seeing it on real hardware. That'd be great. It's got a lot in the Steam release. It's got lots of sort of quality of life improvements and lots of things you can do with the screen. Say the visuals. It's got a load of filters you can do, like flat screen TV, CRT, sorry. You can have it square pixels. Bad CRT, which does look really bad actually. I don't know why anyone would want to play like this. It also includes a frame on the end, which has shaders to actually reflect what's on the game screen, which is pretty nice. Scan lines, you can adjust all that. Picture settings, it's got tons you can adjust to your heart's content. Again, with scan lines you can change everything pretty much. Scaling options. So the frame options where you can choose between different types of television. Yeah, you can play with it as much as you want. It's really good. So you can also have 4 user presets for the screen options, which is nice. So if you can find something or a couple of things you like, you can save them. I don't want to do that because I already had one that I liked, and I don't know how to get it back now. There should be a preset option somewhere, I think. No. Hang on a minute. I'll come back in a minute when I've sorted it out.
2 hours later.
Right, back now. Somehow I'd managed to save over my own preset where I had everything set up as I wanted, so I put it back to what I think it was. Basically I'm using a retro bit controller, and the button configuration is a tiny bit different than what it says on the screen. So when it says press A or B, it's not quite what it says. So yeah, as I was saying, yeah, loads of different picture options, scaling options, frame options for the border around the outside. If you're playing on a 16:9 television, then you've got some really nice sort of surrounds you can get for it. Today I'm playing on the Checkmate monitor, which is a kind of retro style LCD monitor. I'll put the link in the description if you're interested, but basically it's got a ton of inputs on the back of it. It's got HDMI, it's got S-video, it's got compensate, component, RGB SCART, VGA, even RF. So it's pretty much a one-stop shop for all your kind of display needs if you're running retro style games. But today I'm running on my laptop straight through into HDMI. The native resolution of the panel is 1280 by 1024, I think. So it's quite surprised that when I booted up the game, it actually automatically scales it to 4:3. A lot of games when you play, they're sort of letterboxed, but this one sort of scales out nicely to the whole screen. So let's start a game. Actually, let's pump up the volume a bit. This game's got a really good soundtrack, as you'd expect from Yuzo Koshiro. So from what I've played so far, I've only had a couple of games, but it's quite hard. I'm not the best sort of side-scrolling shooter or shoot-'em-up player, but yeah, I find it quite tough at the moment. The intro is pretty cool, but unfortunately you can't skip it, so you have to watch it every time. So as I said, everything you see here will run on a real Mega Drive. So you have a primary weapon and a sub-weapon. There's 2 sub-weapon slots. So you can pick up these boxes there, give my new sub-weapon. Which you can fire at the same time as the main weapon, or I can fire them individually. I'm not sure why you want to fire them individually at the moment, but I think I need all the help I can get. say, I've got one sub-weapon shot left, so if I pick up that, I can switch between them using the shoulder buttons on control. So let's switch back to the other one if I want. One thing's a little bit different though. There's no kind of bomb power up or anything, so you've just got your normal E2 weapons. So the green things which appear power up your weapons at 2 bars at the top, showing your shot power. At the moment it's down at 0, it seems. So if I pick these green things, I get more shot power. And the blue bars underneath the green bars are my shields. When the shields get to 0, I'm basically dead. Oh! Yeah, you can't touch any of the debris flying around. Favour the wide angle shots on shields just because I'm crap at playing and I can hit the most stuff. Apparently this is I haven't chosen it. If you pick up this, it replaces one of your sub-weapon shots. And if you finish the level with it, you get a power up. Some description in that. I haven't got that quite. So you can kind of sacrifice one of your sub-weapons for that upgrade slot. So on this boss you've got to hit the flashing eye kind of thing at the bottom when it appears. So there's the boss, his health level's right at the top, the yellow bar. Thankfully I did it. Embarrass myself yet. Stage 1 complete. What that power up did actually, because I finished the level and now I can see it's gone from my weapon slots, but I don't know what I've got for that. I'm guessing it's there somewhere. So far I haven't actually got past this level. This is where it starts getting a bit crazy. Let's pick up that. I can fire in all directions. You gotta watch those things, the gun comes out the front and most of the time kills me. There's a lot going on the screen. It's finding it quite difficult to avoid everything. So it looks like, I think the shields power up over time, so if you manage to survive when they're depleted, you do get back to full energy again. First I've got. At least when you die you do come back with the same weapons again, so you don't lose everything. I'm dead again. every time. It's stupid because they all fire from the same place. I should have learned. So there we go. Maybe to show you some of the screen filters you get quickly. So start another game. So it's a bit annoying you can't skip this. Once you've seen it 10 times, you never will need to see it again. Maybe that's something that will change before it releases physically. Really nice kind of pre-rendered animation when the shit comes out. So you can press, there's one button, you can either pause it or press the start button, but if you press whatever button it is on the controller, one of the menu buttons on the Xbox pad, brings up the menu. So let's try some of these. So curve CRT. Gives it a nice old school look. Not sure which I prefer, the kind of cleaner pixels or this. But you can see the frame around the end is a nice shader effects where it's reflecting stuff on the game screen. And if you're playing on a 16:9 screen, the sort of backgrounds you can get to cover the bits of the screen that I'm showing. Part of the gameplay. Let's try another one. Flat CRT. So it's kind of the same but without the curvature effect on it. Yeah, the one that really does my head is the bad CRT. I'm not quite sure why you want to play it like that. Let's give it a go. And if your screen looks like this, so it goes so horribly wrong. Maybe an arcade cab from the 1980s that's never had any maintenance done on it, but I don't think I've ever seen a CRT screen looking quite as bad as this. It's an interesting effect, and you can always dial it down. You can start one of these presets and go into the options and dial down the settings to get it exactly how you want. Save it as a preset. Try one of the clean ones. Can you get that? Scale pixels? Yeah, so that's kind of almost like with no effects on it whatsoever. Yeah, I think I kind of like my preset. Try not to override it again. Puts a little bit of a blur on, and so it's not quite so sharp. It still brings through the pixel art of the game pretty well. So there you go. I'm not going to get any further than I did last time because I've already lost half my life. So I think I'll leave it there. I enjoyed watching, and yeah, if you like this game, I strongly encourage you to pick it up off Steam.